Hey everybody, Thursday update, Tony George, Doc Sports. Here we go. The NBA Finals are upon us. We're going to talk about a player prop. I'll give you a small lean on the side. I have a very strong 6-unit opinion on the total. And the way to bet this NBA Finals series is prop bets. We'll talk about that. I got a 4-play prop bet card tonight. Spread it around. Find easier ways to win money than side and total when it's been out there for a week and the line's sharp as they come. So, that being said, let's break it down. Now, in terms of series prop bets, Riff Murphy and I gave you a bunch of them. A couple of them are like no-lose situation type bets, where you can bet one and hedge another. It's all on the Hoops Happy Hour video we did 2 days ago, right here on this channel. It's well worth investing 25 minutes. You like free stuff, there's a bunch of free stuff right there. But first, let's go with the Major League Baseball lean again. Yeah, coming right back with them for a small position. Yankees run line. Today they're plus 135 against the Twins. Stroman's on the hill. 1.6 ERA his last 5 starts against Lopez, who's about a 4. New York's hotter than a pistol at the plate. What's going to change? Small lean. Yankees run line. Let's ride the wave till it crashes. Run line. Plus 135. It's worth some pizza money. Me and you taking a piss over a fence post, as we like to say. The prop market over the last couple of years has really exploded, and we've been able to take advantage of it. Did in the NFL, did fairly good in the NBA. Major League Baseball now is off to a roll. And yet, to me, it seems like some of these lines are still weak by odds makers, you know. Whether they can't catch up to the market or in these daily fantasy guys, and I know a bunch. I got a source for NFL, I got a source for NBA, and I got a source for Major League Baseball. And they're all basically professional fantasy players, is what they do for a living. So I'm able to tap their brains on some of this stuff. And I do think the prop market in this game out of the gate fairly strong in terms of the options that you have. DraftKings, FanDuel. It's kind of not like the Super Bowl, but they got a lot of different options. We talked a lot of series options. But one almost put on a 5-pack today. I made it a 4-pack. I have one team prop and then 3 player props today on a card. They're $25, by the way. We give you a free $60, link in the description below or a tab on the website. Hassle-free comes with a profit guarantee. Win money. That being said, I think the prop on Jason Tatum tonight's weak on over the 3-point shots made. 2.5 over minus 120. That's a cheap line. And then one thing, when you look at you look at that, we have Porzingis back in the lineup. Now, what his contribution is going to be and what his minutes are going to be out of the gate, I have no idea. No, neither does anybody else. They're not going to tip their hand. He hasn't played since April 29th. But when he is in there, Boston likes to spread out more. Closer to the perimeter. It's where they like to roam, including Tatum. And so then you have individual matchups there that don't really favor Dallas all that much. Tatum's going to have his volume. He's going to be ready to play. He's one of the best players in the league. Yeah, I take the over there. He's going to get a lot of looks. And we all know that Jason Tatum is not afraid to pull the trigger. Yeah, I think that's a weak line. Probably the best bet in the video. That would be an official free play. The other thing, too, is now I really don't have a strong opinion on the side. There's other guys that might at Docs. I don't know what they all do. This is just my opinion. That's why we have different perspectives. Somebody could be really strong on this to see something I don't see, which doesn't surprise me because I've had a crappy postseason. I had a solid kind of low volume regular season and just gave it away in the postseason. I don't ever not tell you the way it is on these videos. Tell you the way it is. I'm human. I'm wrong. Not seeing things the right way, whatever, I tell you. When I'm seeing them well and winning, I tell you too. But I mix in the bad with the good. I got nothing to hide. It's just way too much public information out there to try and lie your way out of a bad beat or whatever. Don't do it. I don't. You know, I know what yesterday's story was because either a win or a loss. But I just think Dallas can cover this number tonight, in my opinion. I think their resume is stronger coming in here. I mean, the teams they beat, the Clippers, you know, Oklahoma City, Minnesota, they are 7-1 straight up in 8 road games. Their only loss was the opener at the Clippers. And the vast majority of those, if not all of them, they were underdogs, winning outright. And you're going to give them 6.5? And they're probably going to be a little fresher in terms of game ready to go versus Boston with a long layoff, who now is implementing a new player, Porzingis, in the lineup that could affect a little bit of the offensive chemistry that they developed without him over the entire postseason. I'm not going to... Luka Doncic has played as good a basketball as anybody in the NBA in the postseason. Maybe the best player so far in the postseason. I mean, the guy, and he's done some of it on one leg. He's kind of like Patrick Mahomes when they beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. He did it on one leg. One good ankle. He's just that good. Doncic's just that good. And Irving, yeah, he's returning home, and there's going to be some... He's going to want to play good. I just think that 6.5 is a bit too many, especially with that road record. That cannot be ignored. Dallas is not going to be intimidated playing in Boston. And Boston, while they're good for at least one debacle in every series, you know, and they pretty much opened up all their series with butt whippings against everybody. I get that. But, you know, you got to talk about a Dallas team that beat 3 50-win teams to get here and won all but one road game through all 3 of those series. I mean, do I think the sum of all parts for Boston is greater than any other team in the league, including Dallas? Yes, I do. Especially with Kristaps Porzingis in there. Without question. You know, because, you know, Dallas is basically a two-headed monster with a bunch of role players, but those role players have stepped up in the postseason and done what they're supposed to do. And when you have a player like Doncic and you have a player like Irving and you have complementary players that complement their skill set and then step up in production with rebounds and points, that makes Dallas a very, very dangerous team. Game 1 feeling out process, maybe. I'd lean points. Just FYI. But the best bet, get on Tatum over them 2.5 3-pointers made at -120. Just saying. Okay, we have a 6-unit top pick in this game. We have a 4-play prop card, 1 team prop, and then 3 player props. The team prop, by the way, is a 4-unit pick. We also have a doubleheader in Major League Baseball. We have a WNBA best bet. Doc Sports, that's the place to be. Have a great Thursday. Enjoy Game 1 of the finals.